Okay. There we go. Okay. Hey there, Carice here with Ernie from Ad Astra Auctions, and we've got another amazing arcade auction coming up tomorrow, Saturday, 16th at 11 a.m. It will be simulcasted here, so you can bid in person or online, and we're just going to go through all the lots. We have 50 different lots. Ernie's going to walk us through. You can say hi. We're in the hi. It's going to walk us through all the different lots. If you have any questions, let us know. You can write it in the chat. I've got the chat up here so I can actually see that, hopefully, and we can help answer those, but we're just going to take about a minute for each item. We'll go in order probably, and that way you can bid high and bid often. Couple things, 15% buyer's premium. Everything is sold as is. It is shipping and pickup is the responsibility of the winning bidder. All of the items are located here in Topeka, Kansas at our warehouse. If you need help with shipping, we can connect you with Beltman. Had a brain fart, thank you. Connect you with Beltman, and what am I missing?
I'm not sure.
I think that's it. We're gonna be back here in Topeka in the fall, but in September, we're actually going to be doing an auction in Denton, Texas. So if you are in that area or close by, absolutely make sure that you stick around and learn more and do that. So, okay, walk me through what we got. Let me switch it off of my mug here, maybe. Okay,
There you go.
where we go, okay.
6-gun select.
Yes, boom, boom, boom.
So 6-gun select is really a pretty cool game. This one focuses as much on the quick draw aspect of being able to outdraw the other guy, as opposed to just the shooting accuracy.
Okay.
Plus, it's a little bit unique. It does that human stop motion stuff instead of the animation stuff that a lot of the other arcade video games have. So
very cool.
So yeah, it's a cool thing, and I kind of miss Global VR. I don't miss working on them, but I miss them as a manufacturer because they actually made stuff for us. They made stuff for the street that you can get through a single door, that you could do some of those things. So you know, if they were still wanting to be in the arcade space, it would be great.
Very cool. Okay, lot number 2.
Lot number 2 is Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. They did probably 6 or 8 different incarnations of the Street Fighter, you know, Capcom characters, and either the Marvel Superheroes or the X-Men. There was Marvel vs. Capcom 1, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, X-Men versus Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter, and I think there was just a Marvel Superheroes fighter game. But it's pretty much a cut corner dynamo cabinet with the 6-button layout that everybody's used to.
Right.
You know, if I had a little bit more time with this piece, I think there are some moves that you can do for the individual guys, so that you can do button and joystick combinations.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, that's the only thing that I would do. We bought a new header for it.
I was getting ready to say we didn't have pictures of the header on there. We will. That is new.
Yeah.
You can tell. It looks great.
Right. Yeah.
It looks
so
great.
It looks good, and like I said, I think just a little bit of lipstick and that thing would be cool. It, you know, they put it in a position to where it doesn't have to be that particular game. It's got one of the blue Capcom computers in it. You know, it just, what I don't know, and I may have to have somebody look at it tomorrow, those do have a suicide battery on them. I don't know if that's already been fixed or not.
Right.
So if I can tell by looking at it,
okay,
I'll try and add that in the description tomorrow.
Okay.
Gorf. You know, this is just another classic that I said, I haven't seen a Gorf in a long time, and all of a sudden we got 3 of them.
Right.
It was just, it's funny how they run in packs.
Right.
This one's in pretty good shape. The monitor looks nice. It's got a little bit of a sound issue.
Okay.
It kind of gets a little garbled sometimes and doesn't say all the things it should, but I just haven't spent any time, not that I'm anybody that can fix it, but it's calling people that know more than I do.
Okay.
Otherwise, you know, good shape, and it's a good example of, you know, a pretty old cabinet at this point.
Right.
It's, you know, Gallagher's older brother.
Awesome. Okay. Johnny Nero Action Hero.
Yeah, so this is a gun cabinet or gun kit game that I never really played. It's actually pretty cool. It's made by Ice and Play Mechanics. Play Mechanics is still around. Ice is still around, obviously. They've just not really gone after trying to do anything with the 45s. You know, when I first got into this stuff 15, 20 years ago, if it didn't have a gun or a steering wheel, it didn't make any money.
Right.
And that's kind of what these kit games are. You know, this is a pretty well put together kit. Like, somebody's done the time to, you know, to put the control panel thing on, and it looks good.
Yeah.
Outside of they probably hit some bugs with it on the back of the truck at some point.
Meaning?
When you put it on the back of your pickup and you're driving down the road, you kill some bugs.
Oh, got it.
That's one of my pet
I was
peeves.
like, what? Meaning what? Okay, got it.
So, other than that, it's in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, like I said, fun game, and it's just they can do so much more with the animation on that stuff.
Absolutely.
Track and Field is one of those games that should be in everybody's barcade. Everybody remembers how to do it. You're pounding away on the run button with both hands and trying to do everything. I remember there was a trick with a pencil that you could put on your finger and go back and forth so you'd be able to hit
a little
both of them.
quicker, right? Yeah.
Just a really, really cool game, and you know, this is a pretty nice one actually. There's you know, there's a couple little things that none of it I would be embarrassed about if you're somebody that you know, wanted to have one of these in your house. This is a good example.
Absolutely. Go to this side here. Great. Extreme Hunter.
So, Extreme Hunting, again, the way they run in packs. This is a Extreme Hunting, which is an Atomic Wave cabinet. And what that means is it's a cartridge system that they came out with after the NeoGeo stuff.
Okay.
And the idea being that if you wanted to take the cartridge out of this one and be able to put in a cartridge and play Ranger Mission,
right,
or
you
semi-sport shooting, or whatever it is, you wouldn't have to rotate the games around quite as much. But this one has a really, really nice monitor in it. It checks a lot of boxes as far as all that stuff goes. We went through both shotguns work. For some reason, there's little padded deals that go in there that kind of hold the guns that are out of there, which is why they're sitting on there.
Oh, I see. So they don't just slip out.
Yeah, so they just don't fall out because.
Okay.
Again, my first job in this was being the guy that had to go fix the guns when some little crumb muncher would drop them on the ground and break them, and then I'd have to come in and, hey, why does this gun not work?
Did we have this monitor taken out, or it just came like that? It's really, really.
Yeah. No,
it's really nice.
Yeah.
Really nice. Okay.
So, Primal Rage is another cut corner dynamo cabinet. This one's got the 4-button setup, so it wouldn't be that hard if you wanted to convert this cabinet to something else to just add the other 2 and make it a 6-button fighter game. But the cool thing about this one is you have different dinosaurs.
Right.
So you can pick whatever dinosaur you want to do, and there you go. So hopefully Ron doesn't make any remarks about the dinosaur dance tomorrow.
I am certain that there will be some dinosaur dance tomorrow, right? Yeah. I love it. I love it. Hey, how's it going?
So the next one is a Sega Hang-On, and this is one of my favorites that I remember playing about the time I got out of high school or getting towards the end of high school. This was one that I could actually do and just play the crap out of it, to be honest. The cool thing about this one is it's got the wood cabinet, so it's a little more substantial. I think we had one maybe a sale or two ago that had the plastic cabinet around it, and it's just so hard to do any work on that unless you own a body shop.
Right.
Or do something.
Right.
You know, like I said, the throttle works, brake works, easy to understand, fun to play.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. Again, if you have any questions, you can write them in the chat, either here on the website, because we have the chat now, or on Facebook. And if I don't get to your question, I will get to it, I promise, later or do whatever. Right. So we're over here in the middle, I assume, real quick?
Yep. So this is a Stinger air hockey. It's made by Dynamo. This is a little bit smaller one. They make one that's maybe a foot bigger, foot and a half bigger. I like the size of this just because of the flexibility.
Yeah.
And the overhead scoring, I think, always makes things earn a little bit better because you're able to have not just the light on the play field, which is kind of hard to tell because I got all the lights on it here.
No, we can see, the light coming down,
But then as far as the scores on the sides.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's important for everybody to see that I'm winning when I play.
Right. You want to be able to know what the score is, right?
And of course, it comes with 2 mallets and puck, right.
I've actually even got the clean out key.
Oh, okay.
So the cool thing about this is you put the key in here, you can unscrew it, and this all hinges up.
Okay.
Because what ends up happening is you get coasters and baseball cards and everything else.
Everything else that's in there that shouldn't be in there. Right.
So this one is that close to going. Right now it's on a button.
Okay.
But we could rewire it and put a coin.
Let me show that over there.
On, just like a pool table would. But right now we've just got a button over that plate so that it can do its thing.
Right. Okay.
And you just hit the button.
It's good to go.
There we go.
Awesome.
Starts the game, blower motor works, everything sounds pretty good. I actually sold this one to him, and then he decided he was going to move and said, "Hey, I got to get this stuff out of here." So here it is.
It's a great piece. Yep.
Somebody needs to buy it, or else I'll buy it back.
Yep, we like it.
Yeah.
Okay, lot 10.
Lot 10 is a dedicated PacMan cocktail. This is the guy that so many people remember. You remember from the Pizza Huts and that stuff.
Right.
It's got a little cabinet where they've tried to do a really bad Bondo job.
Yeah.
What that was probably the lock bar.
Okay.
That they had installed in there, and it probably ate it up pretty good.
Right.
So I don't know that this would be one you'd want around anymore.
But you could clean this up so easy and have this kind of iconic.
And they make the overlays. The glass is good.
Yeah.
You could put another overlay on there and make that thing look a lot better in a short amount of time.
Absolutely.
But like I said, it's PacMan. I don't know that I have to go too far into that. But like I said, it's a cool little cabinet. I probably ought to bring a short chair over there to play it.
Okay, give me 1 second. I want to check over here, or I'll let you hold this. We'll do it. It's kind of awkward, but 11, and then I'm gonna check these.
Okay. So this one is a Putt For Prizes. This is by OK Manufacturing, and it's the same guys that made Gravity Hill and Skittleball and some of those other games. They really did a great job of doing the self-redemption stuff, because what they did is they set you up so that you could get 50 cents a play, but you would always get a small prize, and then if you got to a certain point number, then you could do a medium prize, and another point level, then you would go to the large prize, which would be a 4-inch. They were super popular. This can be hooked up. It's got a knockout for a bill acceptor. This could go back on location. It really doesn't look that bad. I think I had one that had been vandalized and had some naughty words scratched into it, which wasn't very cool. But yeah, no, that one that could go on the street tomorrow.
Very
and
cool.
I wouldn't feel bad about it, except for I'd have to order some 4-inch prizes. So now this is a Miss PacMan Cabaret cabinet. So this is actually a Miss PacMan Cabaret that somebody's went ahead and done some modifications to.
Right.
They put a flat screen into the 19-inch. It's still the same glass, but it fits in there nice. Everything looks good, and I really love this front end.
Right. So
one of the things that that kind of irks me about the 60-in-1 boards that we see a lot of is they just kind of look, like they weren't on purpose. And I really like how this navigates.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, because it's like it's like an Excel list almost of these games you have to like scroll. Where this is really the front page of it in a sense.
Right.
Like,
and
what
this,
am I
and
doing?
this gives you a good picture of everything that you're doing.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
You know, and
that is really cool.
Yeah.
That's very
so
nice.
I really.
And the games are on point.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's all the games. You know.
All the games you want. Right.
It's the games that you would pick out of the 16-1 anyway. It just doesn't have the other 28. Ish that are kind of.
Sorry if we offended you. If one of those are your faves, but no, well, I like the cabaret. I like the size. I mean, I think it's really.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Like I said, it is cool. It's still got the backer on it.
Okay.
That has the knockout for the tube.
Okay.
You might have to kind of over here.
Like maybe.
You can see down.
Can you kind of
Yep. Okay. That's on there. You don't need it anymore because you don't have the tube sticking back.
Right.
Basically, that was where the neck of the chassis went.
Okay.
Because the tube, the way it was mounted.
Okay.
So you don't have to do that anymore. You could close that up if you want.
Right. Right. Very cool. Great. Lot 13. Again, we've got 50 lots for Ad Astra Auction tomorrow, 11 a.m. Simulcasted, so you can bid here in person at our warehouse in Topeka, Kansas, or online. You'll hear the auctioneer. You'll hear, my voice trying to help you out if you're online. You know.
Right.
But all the items are sold as is, a 15% buyer's premium. The pickup / delivery shipping is the responsibility of the bidder, but we'll work with you. We will be here after the auction, and then during the week you can come and pick up as well.
Right.
If you have any questions, post them in the chat here on our website, or if you're on Facebook or YouTube. If I don't get to your question while we're doing the stream, I will get back to you, I promise. So,
Yep.
Okay, Winner's Edge, lot 13, right?
13.
Okay.
Yep. So this is actually a second generation piece. We've actually got its father later on in the auction in the Lazer Jr.
Okay.
But what they've done, it's a really simple game. I just put a little switch in there so that we can.
Oh, okay, got it.
So that we can credit it up.
Sure.
But basically, you're just waiting until you think your petri dish is there.
Oh.
And you're trying to push it off the edge.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then it's there, and away you go. I mean, it's...
Right.
Again,
and what size? That's just the normal petri dish size, for prizes.
Yeah, you can put some different stuff on there if you want, whatever you think it will work. The petri dishes actually are supposed to come over there, so that when you knock something off of the play field,
a new one will come up.
A new one comes up, and it kind of keeps your prizes merchandised on there.
Okay.
So, like I said, this isn't that old a game. It is. It kind of tells on itself a little bit with the LED strips. But
cool.
Yeah, like I said, again, this dog will hunt.
Yeah.
So this is one of the nicest classics I think we have in here. Everybody kind of remembers that driver, whether it be the skating rink or bowling alley or whatever it was. And somebody's done some good work to this. You know, it's got good vinyl on it. The side art's got a couple little dents, but not anything that I would be embarrassed about.
No.
And like I said, I think this is one that belongs in somebody's either barcade or nice collection.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could see this being that nice piece too. That's
right. Like I said, it's such
really
a fun
clean
game.
and fun. Right.
You're still driving, and it goes back to what I was saying before. If it wasn't a driver or a shooter.
Right. No, it's really clean. It's really nice. House of the Dead 2.
House of the Dead 2. So this is a really cool shooter. They've made 3 more sequels. Plus, the people dig zombies.
Right.
I'm not sure exactly why the instructions are coming up some in Japanese, but I'm assuming it's because it's Sega and that's what they do.
Oh, I was like, that says freestyle. Like, I don't know what that Japanese. I see it now. Okay.
Yeah, there was.
I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, the characters are speaking in Japanese or whatever. So the only problem that I really see with this one is it only came with one gun.
Right.
Now we plugged this one gun into both inputs,
And they work.
So it's working on both sides. You just have to order another gun, which is a little bit pricey. But I think it's worth.
Right.
You know, you just kind of have to do the math.
Right.
When you're setting up, you know, and getting ready to bid. But you know, we've tested it all the way around. The sensors are good throughout the whole thing. Mm-hmm. So really, you plug in a gun and you're in good shape. You don't have to do a lot more work as far as figuring out what it needs.
Cool.
Yeah. So Twin Cobra, which I think is just decided to. I think we might have a power issue. So
because they're all plugged in on the thing. Okay.
Yeah. I may try and run that back to the office and see if we can get that figured out.
Sure.
The monitor looks nice. The cabinet is in okay shape.
Right.
It's not, you know,
pristine
by any means.
Right.
But you know, it's a scrolling shooter game along the 1943s.
Right.
Raisins and some of that stuff. You know, it doesn't have to be. So, anyway.
This loud guy.
Yeah, this thing is a little on the annoying side.
No, I like it.
But it's cool. It's a fun arcade game. So basically what you're doing is you're picking up ticket point, like depending on where you stop the spinner. So now I've added that much more air to the balloon. And every time that I add more air to the balloon, I potentially can pop the balloon, which then wins me the jackpot.
But that's fun. Okay.
Yeah. So it's really cool. It's much cooler because I can actually move it around. Mm-hmm. I had a Pop It For Gold Extreme, and I was telling somebody earlier the balloons on it were humongous when it finally popped. We had the doors open and it popped, and I thought like there was a gunshot.
Oh.
It was super, super loud.
Wow.
It wouldn't make the balloon pop.
Right.
But obviously, you might have to turn the volume down.
No, that's, yeah. Okay.
So, anyway, so that's Pop It For Gold. Tekken Tag Tournament. So this is another fighter game of that same era as some of the cut corner dynamos we have. This is a cool cabinet. They've done some nice artwork on the side of it. I'm assuming that probably Namco did these in their arcades because they did the side art, they did the Namco logoing as far as that goes, and they probably ran through several different versions.
Right.
Because they made Tekken 1, Tekken 2, Tekken 3, Tekken 4, Tekken 5. I think Tekken 5 was in between either 3 and 4 and 5.
Right.
So they
there we go.
They obviously have ridden that course to the course of some dollar bills.
Right.
But you know, like I said, it's a cool cabinet, and it makes sense in a lot of places.
Absolutely.
So this is a Gauntlet Dark Legacy project.
Okay. Project because we have
no
monitor.
However, so instead of me trying to guess whether you want to fix the tube monitor and put it in there, or the last couple of times I've done that and went through the headache, somebody's like, oh, I'm going to flat screen it anyway, and I just want to shoot myself in the face. So this is my alternative. I will just sell it without a monitor. It does play all the way on the test monitor.
Right, which we've got pictures of, right?
Yeah. So, you know, I'm confident as far as that goes. You know, we've gotten great money for these in the past.
Yeah.
So I think there's no reason that this one shouldn't be that.
Nope, and then you can make the decision as to what monitor you want to do.
Right, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we'll help you figure it out either way, or you can do it on your own and leave us out of it. I'm perfectly content with that.
Right.
So this next one is a one-slot NeoGeo cabinet.
Okay.
With a
Ultimate 11?
Ultimate 11 is a soccer-based game. I don't know much about it because I'm not a fan of soccer. You know, take that what you will. What would be really cool for this cabinet, if you're not a huge soccer fan, is they actually have a 161-in-1 NeoGeo cartridge
that
you can buy and plug in.
Sure.
And give yourself all of them.
Yeah, that would be what to do.
So if you've got room for one in your basement,
This could be a perfect.
this could be one of those things. If Neo Geo is the era that you remember.
Right. If that's what gets you right.
So
Cool.
like I said, just kind of a basic cabinet. It's a horizontal tube monitor. I'm thinking Defender, Stargate, something along that line that's been converted.
Okay.
You could make it back if you really wanted to go through that. Doesn't feel like it has much water damage or anything on it. It's just been painted black.
Okay.
So this next one is Acorn, which is Family Fun Company's. Not somebody I don't remember when this game came out, but it's a cool little redemption piece.
Yeah.
Again, we did our little. So I guess it's kind of like a crane, and then I'm trying to get.
Fun.
Yeah. So
Cool.
so the gantry just moves around and it feeds the balls back in. Now it has to go back and pick up another acorn. And I mean it's there's been lots of variations, but they've made it nice and colorful.
Yeah. Cool.
So the next one I am not even going to try and pronounce. Urgeries, I don't know.
Ergies.
Yeah.
Travis.
I can't even say the names of the town we had the auctions in Colorado.
Yeah, that
right?
was me. No, I know this. Yeah. Anyway.
So anyway, this is a showpiece cabinet. I think it probably came out of a Namco arcade at some point. Again, they were good about switching games and buying new kits and trying to keep their stuff fresh.
Right.
Somebody has laminated with this, I guess, charcoal colored laminate. They've done some work to try and put that laminate all over.
Yeah, this is like that marble stuff that you can almost like put on your counter or whatever. Right. Yeah.
So somebody's done some laminate work on it. It's just a matter of what you want to do. This is another one that would be a good home piece if you wanted to do away with the monitor section of it and just have this.
Because you could
do this and then put a converter that you could put up to your regular TV.
Right.
So
That's a good point. Yep, absolutely.
yeah, so I mean I think there's a lot of possibilities if you want to be the Joe Fix-It guy.
But it's got. This monitor's just fine.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of it's
burn.
a little squirrely, but I think
Yeah.
I think it could be sent in
All right.
and go through and still work. I actually need one of these monitors for another piece that I've had in the warehouse for a while.
So if you end up deciding to change it, let us know.
Yeah,
That's what you're saying. All right. Cruisin' USA.
Cruisin' USA
Cruisin'.
is another
Slice.
steering wheels and guns.
Right.
This one was one of the most popular, the Cruisin' series. They had Cruisin' USA, Cruisin' World, Cruisin' Exotica, and then the same guys that wrote that actually wrote Fast and Furious and then that series.
Right.
So they, there's a lot of things that even when you play the newer Fast and Furious, it's derivative in a lot of ways.
Right.
Of some of this stuff.
I'm trying to get that. There we go. Nice. There we go. Okay.
But yeah,
really
like I
clean,
said,
works right.
Nice. If I was gonna carry one into somebody's basement, this would be the guy.
Yep.
Because this cabinet's a little smaller. They got bigger as they got newer.
This would be the one you could get in there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You take the seat off, and it's not quite such a beast.
Right. Ribbit.
Yeah. So
Ribbit.
unfortunately, guys, this one has a ticket error now.
Oh, so we'll get some more. So we'll get some more tickets and we'll show it tomorrow or whatever.
Yeah. Like I said, it needs a ticket mech put in
Okay.
it. I don't know why. They said, "Oh yeah, it worked," and then they walked away from it. So.
Well, I'm sure it's probably something easy. We'll just come back on it. But
Yeah. So, like I said, it's a cute little game. Easy to understand.
Right. Like it. Deer Hunting USA.
Deer Hunting USA. This is another kit game that is based on obviously deer hunting. I think this was a Rampage cabinet originally,
Okay.
and they did a pretty good job on the conversion. Painted everything black on the side, put the art on, and away you go.
Yeah.
It's a shorter shotgun.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Which
Okay.
is nice. This also works for Carnival.
Okay.
That's the one that that normally comes on. So yeah,
Great.
that's what it is.
Great. Just to do a little thing because we're on lot 25, so 25 left to go. I will try to this time actually. For the people that watch us after, I'll put in the times of like what lot so you can jump to your lot.
Right.
If you're seeing this after or now, absolutely ask a question here in the chat and we'll get back to you and we'll get that answer and try to do more videos. We'll be back here. Auction is simulcasted so you can bid in person or online. And so 26, Double Dragon.
26, Double Dragon. It's another two-player fighter game. This was a little bit earlier than some of the other stuff, but still a really nice job. It has a little bit of damage on it. Nothing huge. Nothing little pain and mondo.
Right, exactly.
But the important parts are there. The control panel's there, the header's there, the marquee's there, and the monitor looks really, really deep.
Yeah.
It looks like somebody did some work on it.
Yeah.
And it looks good.
Great.
So if you're doing retro stuff,
This is a cool piece. Skittle ball, I like it. This is the pinball redemption kind of, right?
Well, this is skee ball.
Or skee ball, yeah.
Yeah, you're doing pinball and skee ball in one little self-contained unit. Same guys that made the Putt For Prizes made this. Small prize, medium prize, large prize, 1 inch, 2 inch, 4 inch. This one actually has a pretty good amount of prizes in it. Just like I said, it's a cool, easy little piece. You run the balls through, you get your certain number, and you try and play skee ball.
I like it.
Maximum force. So this is a dedicated cabinet maximum force. This is just maximum force. It doesn't have the combo chip in it, but
Right.
I'm pretty sure that that's something that you can do. Buy a different hard drive, put a different ROM chip in, and make it a combo with the Area 51 as well.
Okay.
Still, really, again, I'm a broken record. Steering wheels and guns.
That. I should have just named the auction that.
Yeah,
this
steering
time.
wheels and guns.
Steering wheels and guns. This looks
This thing-
really cool. Sorry,
So, it is. The monitor
is amazing.
just jumps off.
I-
like I'm trying to decide what I want to take this monitor out and put it in.
It is I'm trying to get a good.
Yeah, it's hard to get a good representation.
Well, yeah, I'm on the
video.
tablet, and it's just not even giving it justice here. I don't know how else to explain. Like, it's just so.
Yeah,
maybe if I step back
it definitely
a little.
pops.
Yeah.
I don't know much about the game except for I had to get on the guys and make sure that we had all the buttons and switches working, and I don't know enough about airline pilot, like what they would do at work to know if this is a fun thing or not.
Right.
But
It's yeah.
yeah, Sega made a bunch of these different flying games. We've had a lot of them over the years.
There we go. There we go. I was just trying to figure out these lights ahead. Well, then I lost it.
Yeah, then-
I'm gonna come take another video of this later. It's because it's really, yeah. Here we go. Now you can see that's, yeah, very cool. Come check it out. It's really, really nice.
So this is a Revolution X 3-player.
Oh, okay.
Basically the same guys that made Terminator 2. They licensed with Aerosmith and
Right.
not too long after that movie because Aerosmith was a big deal at the time. They made this guy. Most of them I've had have been two guns.
Two, right? But this is the three.
This actually is the 3. Now this one is a mirror game. So the monitor is actually hanging down from the bottom,
Right.
and then there's an angled mirror.
Right.
There's a little bit of fold over at the bottom of the monitor. So
Right.
eventually, when that capacitor goes all the way, you'll just have a straight line going all the way across. So it probably needs to go in and get redone.
Right.
But again, if you send this thing to, somewhere else, everybody's got their own monitor guy that we've got some guys in charge.
Right.
To us.
Literally called Arcade Monitor Repair is the name, and they've become our new favorite, our new besties, if you will, right?
Right.
I don't know if you say besties, but yeah. So if you need, suggestions, we'll absolutely tell you.
And if you
then
wanna,
again, but
and
you
if you
obviously
want to
have
get
your own.
that, and call me, I can get it sent out and taken care of.
Absolutely.
So this is a Blitz 99. This is a 4-player NFL Blitz game. I think they made 2 or 3 sequels to this afterwards. So this one's a little bit of a project cabinet, and the reason why is there is an I/O board.
Okay.
That all of the joysticks, it has the 49-way joysticks, which if you've ever tried to buy these, they are ridiculously expensive.
Right.
But the I/O board here has a problem.
Okay.
So that needs to be fixed or replaced.
Okay.
I just haven't found anybody that has one or where to send it to get it.
Okay.
So it is really close to being a really cool piece. It just needs a little TLC.
Okay.
Or it needs somebody else to drop one off of the truck,
And then
so
you
that
can
we
just
can
put it in
salvage
it.
that board,
Right.
and then bring it into this one.
Dedicated Silver Strike.
Dedicated
Great.
Silver Strikes bowler.
Because of the blue.
Because of the blue.
Right. Look at me. I'm listening. I'm listening.
It's a dedicated bowler.
Really clean.
It came out about the same time as they were doing Golden Tee Lives, which is why they kind of switched to that flat. I think this one wouldn't be that hard to cut if you were somebody that wanted to cut and make it into a pedestal.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, it has a little owie on both front corners.
Oh, I see. Yep. Okay. Let's get. Yep. Yeah, you could probably just.
Yeah, you could probably just paint it black.
Well, no, I would say or just fill it. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, you can put some putty in there.
Putty and then paint
Yeah, I'm just making somebody aware so that they don't yell at me down the road.
Exactly. Cool.
So, yeah, it's a cool one. I think the video card. I think when we played it, it had a little bit of hitch to it.
Okay.
So I think it's an older video card. I don't know the exact number.
Okay.
They made so many of those Nighthawk computers over the years that they used, a lot of different versions of video cards.
Right.
And I think as you get to some of those original video cards, you get a little more herky-jerky.
Herky-jerky.
It happens during the picture.
Yeah.
And so that, I think, is the culprit there.
Okay.
So this is a dedicated Miss PacMan cabinet with the same multi-board
that we
I was
saw
talking about
earlier
on the Cabaret.
But it's a tube monitor.
But it's a
and
tube
the
monitor,
dedicated.
and the tube monitor probably needs to go in. It's a little grainy, but it looks good on a test monitor. So I know it's not the video signal coming off onto the board. I know that the graininess
it's just
is
the right.
Yeah.
But like I said, regular size, dedicated.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Good. Another
Okay,
extreme
so
hunting.
back to another extreme hunting.
Guns.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is 2 of 3. Again, same Atomic Wave cabinet, cartridge system. Both guns work all the way. This one actually has the screw in it so that it doesn't go all the way down.
Exactly.
Not that should be the difference whether or not you buy it or not.
Because it's not that big of a
It's not that
thing.
big a deal.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like
Cool.
I said, good looking little piece, and
Yeah, so if you like these two and you don't get that first one, let's just say hang on because
hang on. There's more coming.
Mumbo jumbo.
Yeah, so this is a Deal or No Deal Mega Bonus Wheel Spin. This is the sequel. They made the original Deal or No Deal that was pretty much the same cabinet except for that little mega spin deal.
Right.
That's the added piece.
Okay.
And then they also did a software update. I think one of the problems with this is there is a hack that somebody can actually, as they're moving the cases around, watch it with their phone and isolate which one the big winner is. I think it would be fairly hard to do, just because you have to pick so soon after.
Right. Yeah, you'd have to really be... Right.
You'd have to be really on it. But like I said, this one is that way. Now, there is a spinner motor out on this one.
Right, I've been seeing it's not spinning.
Right. We have to get that ordered from ICE. But that's probably I would say that's probably a $1,500, $2,000 upgrade to have the spinner function.
Okay.
And all of that, and the new software.
Okay.
Because it's just that much newer of a game. Plus, it puts a little bit of a date of what it is. Because some of these guys, I think the first one of these I bought was when I did the bowling alley in Manhattan, and that was probably 2008.
And so for clarity, this is being auctioned as is.
Right.
Meaning we are not
I'll tell you the part number
providing,
from
but we'll
ICE.
tell you the part number. But if you want it to spin, you're going to need to.
Right.
The winner would need to get that if that's something they desire.
Right. And if it's something that you want us to do, we'll go ahead and order it. We'll just have to invoice you for it.
We'd invoice you for it. Yep. Just want to make sure. Okay.
Yep.
Time Crisis 3.
Time Crisis 3. So this is I think we've had just about all of them. We've had a 2, we've had a 4, so this is the 3. 2-player gun game. Cool gun. Cool guns. They actually do the recoil, do the back and forth. Both monitors look good on it. Both computers are right.
Yeah.
This is just in pretty good shape.
It is in good shape. It's great.
This is one of my gripes with the industry right now is everything is so flippin' big that it's not made for us. It's made for the FEC people that have more square footage.
Yeah, this is a big boy.
But, if you've got a double wide that you've built onto and, want to be able to put all the different time crises in, this might work okay.
Right.
But, whatever.
Looks great. I like this faster than speed. I think this is nice.
This monitor, it really is a shame. I don't know that they made this as a dedicated deal. This is that same Atomic Wave computer as the Extreme Hunting,
but
so
look
it's a
at that.
cartridge. But this monitor is so cool.
Yeah.
But it's just a little bit of a weirdo. Like I'm looking at this. That's the buttons from Kart Fury. Like that's the steering wheel from Kart Fury. This is the seat from Rush. The Rock.
Right.
So I don't know if they just called Suzo Happ and said, "Hey, I want to build 200 of these cabinets.
I like it.
What do you got?"
I like it. I think it's cool.
Like I said, it's cool. It's got the feedback motor. What it does not have is the feedback board.
Right, so it doesn't actually shake.
It doesn't shake when you go off the road.
Right.
It'll steer.
Right.
And the gas, the brake, the shifters, all of that stuff works. The only thing that doesn't work is when you go off the grid and it tries to give you the feedback.
Right.
It doesn't have that.
Okay.
So I just want to make sure everybody knows that.
If you're on TikTok, you can see Alex and his Go Cowboy.
Yeah, so
you with 60,000 other people.
What do I know? 65,000 views later.
Go Cowboy.
Alex thought it was cute and took a video of the little cowboy trying to get the different critters, and somehow it's gotten watched 60-some thousand times, and it doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but...
Take that, TikTok. Go Cowboy.
Yeah.
No, it is cool. It's fun. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is another one of those prize redemption games.
Right.
It does a 1-inch prize or a 3-inch prize, depending on how many critters you are able to lasso. And there you go.
We've had this one before, actually. This is that
one
cool.
came back. Yeah, and it's same guy that.
And came back because they're moving, not because there's anything wrong with it. Literally love it.
He's got several here, and that's exactly what it is. It's because he's moving. The thing that I thought was interesting about this piece was it is actually a NeoGeo cartridge.
Right.
And a single slot NeoGeo game. So no matter what happens,
you've got that.
You've still got a single slot NeoGeo computer out of nothing else.
Right.
But it is cool that Apple still makes the media for it.
Absolutely.
So if you want to be able to have something in your basement that you know, you start dealing with photo booths, and you're talking about 8, 10, 12,000.
Oh, a lot of money, and photo booths are definitely getting take a photo of me. It's getting to come back,
Yeah,
so.
sure. So this is Lazer Jr. This is actually the father of the Winner's Edge.
Right, I can see this.
You know, kind of the same idea. You put your credits on, you try and knock your stuff off. The only thing I don't know about this guy is the chain mechanism.
So it actually the reloading.
Right.
Okay.
I think somebody that knows it better than I do might be able to make that function work. I'm going to be the guy that has to just come over and like take some out of that thing and put them on the playfield once a week.
Right. This is cool.
So this is a really, really cool game. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Smoke and Token was one of the more popular quick coin games, and this has kind of taken that to a whole nother level because you've got a moving playfield on the bottom there as well. So when you shoot your coin through, it's going to hit that moving playfield, and you kind of have to lead it to get it to go through. But it plays from 3 different sides.
Yeah.
You can see it from a lot of different ways.
This is cool.
Yeah, it is really cool, and this is a clean one. This one hasn't been beat up. You know, some of them you can certainly tell have been... Yeah. So the only... Now, that's the good. The bad is there's a motor that moves that helicopter around that is weak.
Okay.
We've sourced it. If it's something that you buy this piece and you want us to put it on, we can get it ordered and try and get it put on for you. It'll just be another charge. If you say, that guy's ridiculous, I'm fixing my own helicopter, then God love you.
Got it. Okay. Go Lethal Enforcers Gunfighters.
Yay, look, another gun game.
Yes.
So this is the sequel to Lethal Enforcers.
Okay.
This is another one of the games that has the monitor laying flat and you're shooting at the mirror.
Right.
But it is just a super cool Konami game. Lethal Enforcers was a little bit more Miami Vice. Bad guys. This is a little more Cowboys and Robbers.
Right.
Stop animation stuff.
Okay.
So you can kind of see where maybe it eventually went to that.
Right.
Okay, so Maximum Hang Time is a 4-player NBA game. I don't think it gets quite the love as NBA Jam, but it is just a kissing cousin.
Okay.
You're still dealing with NBA licensed stuff. You're still dealing with NBA licensed players.
Right.
It's a 4-player game.
Right.
I think it would just be a board change. This is actually an NBA Jam cabinet.
Okay.
That has got the NBA Maximum Hang Time in it.
Okay.
So it's not a huge jump of
if you
logic.
wanted to, right.
Yeah. Metal Slug 6 is another Atomic Wave. You know, but they made their cartridges for the Metal Slugs just like the NeoGeos did with some of the earlier Metal Slug incarnations. This is actually a Virtual Fighter cabinet, so I have a little bias against it because these things are freaking heavy.
This is,
But it also makes a nice big monitor in it that makes the picture look great.
Absolutely.
So if you are a Metal Slug fan,
this is a really great.
You know, this is a good kit conversion that, you know, I think this dog still hunts.
Right. God, I'm having issues with the light. Okay.
Yeah. So Extreme Hunting 2.
Oh.
Now this is not an Atomic Wave cabinet,
Nope.
but it is the same computer.
Right.
And the cartridge in there would actually work in the Extreme Hunting ones.
Okay.
So if you wanted to buy this cabinet instead of that cabinet,
right,
then
both guns work.
Both guns work all the way.
Yeah.
And that might actually give you some value too, because the cool thing about this cabinet is you could make this into a fighter.
Right, you could.
This is a generic Dynamo cabinet that they just had a kit cabinet. They didn't make a kit. They actually later on they made them specifically to be hunting games,
right,
or fighter games,
right.
But this is one that has that crossover ability.
Okay.
With a little woodworking, you can
sure.
have that thing be pretty cool. Robin Hood.
This is a cool game.
I think we've had a couple of these.
We
over
have,
the years.
yeah.
just a cool, you know, easy to understand, easy to do. The cool thing about the thing I love about the fixed gun shooters is it's actually a potentiometer. You don't have a chance of somebody coming and dropping your gun on the ground.
Right.
Or two little kids deciding they're going to sword fight with them or whatever. So as far as that goes, this is great.
Right.
It's a cool little redemption filler piece. So
I love it.
Yeah.
I would suggest, I'm just going to jump into everybody watch, not Epic, but our video of this. This is a cool jukebox.
Yeah, no, it is cool, and I you know, one of these days I probably need to take one of these home and set it up, except for I'm never at home.
No, but it's the floor blocks. I'll just even say, so it's got the great sound. It's filled with 100 CDs. They're all licensed. You can take them. It's a lot of country, so you might love it. There is pink, which you'll see in our video, but obviously you can replace them with your own. But it's got that kind of vintage 50s vibe, and it sounds really great.
Yeah. No, this is.
Yeah, it's cool.
And Rockola is still
thing.
Antique Apparatus is still making Rockolas for home stores, so they're still around.
Cool. Toy chest.
So this is a 42-inch toy chest frame. You know, it's not the newest one in the world, but again, this dog hunts.
Yep.
It's got the bill acceptor. It's got a single coin. It's got a pretty good sized claw in there.
Yeah.
We went ahead and took. A lot of times, what happens to these, if guys aren't paying attention, is they'll move them without taking the gantry down.
Right.
And it broke the plastic.
Right. So we went ahead and replaced it.
Yeah. That's brand new plastic in there.
Great.
And you know, fill that sucker up with nubby balls and get
ready to
after
roll.
It. Yep.
Okay, last two items. Again, if you're just joining us, I'll go check the questions here as soon as we're done and answer any. But all of these things, all 50 items, are up for bids tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time at Astra Auctions. Get registered tonight, and 15% buyer's premium. Shipping pickup is yours, and we're here to help you. So, Popstar.
So Popstar, it is
cool.
Pretty simple. It's Optos. It's actually by Baytech. They're still in business and they're doing stuff all the time. Right now, we've just got it hooked up with a single button.
Right.
It could be on card system or it could be on coins.
Right.
If you're a ticket, place that does tokens or quarters still. It was amazing to me. We went ahead and bought the little plastic strips that protect the Optos. And that took care of any ills that we had.
Awesome.
And Dave got her going. It's a fun little game. It's easy enough to understand. Hop on one foot, hop on 2
on
feet.
the other. We already saw a young bidder playing and jumping around. So
yeah, I think that was actually at their house. So
teed off
golf is no good. They made two of these. They made No Good Gophers and they made Teed Off. Teed Off was the Gauntlet version. No Good was the Williams version. This one has been in somebody's house for 20 years.
It
looks really, really, really nice.
You even have the manual.
The only thing that I probably need to say about this thing is, for some reason, the display has started to be a jerk.
Oh no, because that wasn't like that when we did the video the other day.
Right. So I'm thinking that what we've got going is, when Dave and I were talking about it, he thinks that maybe there is a ROM chip that has some corrupt information.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to jump down into the pinball nerdverse and see who I know that knows how to do.
I know we know some guys.
So this, like I said, this is just a cool, clean game. I'm not sure why it is not being cooperative, except for just my luck.
Right.
So
I think I know two pinball guys that we can call who've helped us out before.
Yeah.
And they're probably watching, so you're going to get a call maybe soon. Or we'll see you Saturday. So we'll update you on whatever that is.
Yeah, what's going on with that.
Because it was just fine and working, so we'll just see what we can do for...
Yeah, and like I said, I left it run last night.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's something that's a heat issue, it's a voltage issue, or what it is.
I think he just shimmied at me.
Yeah, you never have the gophers are always gone.
Right. Well, yeah, he just shimmied at me.
Yeah, people always steal them.
Yeah.
And so that is its
it.
own set of problems there. But like I said, this one has been in a personal house for the last 20 years, and it just, you can tell that it has been in a nice, clean home.
Right.
You don't have any of the tarnish or anything on the the rails or the legs or anything that you would if it was in a warehouse or in some place where it had any kind of moisture around it.
Right.
So.
Very cool. Well, that's it, folks. I'm going to go through and we'll get any questions answered if we missed those. And we'll see you at 11 a.m. here. Get registered to bid at adastraauctions.com. I'll do one little kind of whoop, walk by around, and yeah, thing will be all good. This tablet just is not loving. There we go.
There it is.
Yeah, I was like, I'm using the tablet today instead of the phone, and so I apologize for some of the glare. It's probably because it's just a bigger screen. Like I could have,
Yeah, I could probably kill the overhead lights too.
Well, I think we got it. But again, any questions, or if you want to see something a little more up close personal, or you have any questions, you just let us know and we'll get you taken care of. Awesome.